Hi everybody, it's Jenna from Jenna Stitches. I'm going to make a video right now to show you guys all the finished blankets that I've crocheted previously. I know I've mentioned it in a few videos that I make quite a few blankets, and most of the blankets I've made I have kept, so we have a lot in the house. I actually don't even have all of them here with me right now. I only grabbed what I could, but I figured I'd show you what I've made. Welcome to all my new subscribers, and welcome back to all my returning subscribers. So I will try my best to link down below all the patterns for the blankets, or at least where you can find them. There's a few of them I can't even remember the name of, but I know where to get the pattern from. So if I can't remember the name, I will at least tell you where to get the pattern from, but most of them I know all the information for. So in no particular order, I'm just gonna grab off the pile I have next to me. The first one I have is the very first mosaic crochet I ever made, and it really needs a bath. It's pretty dirty. I don't even know what got spilt on it because it's been in the closet. But this is the very first mosaic crochet I ever made. I don't know if you can hear me through the blanket. It is currently folded in half. So this is a Yarnspirations pattern. It was made with the Red Heart Ogos when they first came out. I know the white is white and the navy is navy. I'm not really sure what the colorway of the striped blue in the hearts here was, but it was an Ogo. So the Ogo just had the blue, the tealish, green, navy, and light blue in it. And again, this is a Yarnspirations pattern, so it was free. And I did put tassels on it, if you can see that, because I can't see what I'm showing you. So that is one of the blankets I have made. This one was kind of cool because you make half of it, and then you make the other half, and then you sew it together in the middle, which I thought was interesting. So there's the first one I have. The second one I have is very, very large, and I actually never sewed in my ends on any of these, I don't think, to be honest. But this one I haven't put the border on yet either. I know I mentioned in my last video I get kind of bored with a project if it's really big, and I definitely powered my way through this project with as big as it is, as fast as I got it done. It was very shocking, but by the time I actually put everything together, I did not want to put a border on it. So it still does not have one, and I don't know when I'll ever put it on. I don't even know how to hold it up to show you. Let me back you up a little bit. Sorry. Okay, so this is the one I don't know the name of. It is a pattern by no, that's her Facebook. Her name is Helen. Her website is Crystals and Crochet. Again, I'll link it down below. And I always want to call this one the Wishing Well, but I don't think that's the name of it. But that's what I've called it ever since I bought the pattern. And it is a paid for pattern. There are 4 of these really big squares in it, and then 8 of these ones right here. No, sorry, 4 of these ones right here, 8 of each of the corner ones, and then 4 of these ones as well. And it is so big, it's bigger than a king-size bed, and I can't even get it in frame with moving you guys that far back. It literally is ginormous. And I think I finished that whole blanket in about a month and a half. I'm gonna move you guys back up, sorry. And now there's toys on the floor that weren't there before. I don't know how they got there. So when I first started it, I only had one of the big squares done, and I think one of each of the other squares. So again, there's 4 of each of the little squares, and then 8 of each of the corners. So I think I only had like one of everything done, and I set it aside for quite a while. And then me and my husband went out of town. I'm sorry if my son is being very loud at the moment, but me and my husband went out of town, and I took it with me, so I crocheted all the way to where we went. It was about a 4-hour drive. Crocheted all the way back, and I was kind of like in love with making it, so I consistently worked on it from that day until it was finished. But again, I still haven't done the border, and I haven't weaved in the ends, and now my cat is curled up in it. So there's that one, and again, I'll link the information for that one down below because I can't even really remember the name of the pattern. The next one I have here, I made a long time ago. Oh, before I continue, the one I just showed, that one is made with all big twist. The white is white. The green is forest green. It should have been fern green, and I had bought fern and forest at the same time for 2 different projects, and I accidentally used the forest green on it instead of the fern green. The lighter pink is burgundy, and then the darker like burgundy color is plum. And then this is the next blanket I have, and this one was a pattern from Krista at the Secret Yarnery. This is the polka dot blanket. So again, I can't fit the whole thing in frame. Let me see if I can move back just a little bit. So it is kind of just like a big twister board is how I like to think of it, because the colors go diagonal throughout the blanket. And then it's got this really cool border on it. And this one I've had finished for a very long time. I think it was one of the first blankets I did make and keep. And that is made with, all of it is made with ice yarns. I want to say it's Lorena worsted, so it is a cotton acrylic mix. I did not know that when I first bought the yarn. I've ordered from Ice 2 or 3 times, and the first time I ordered, I got a really big order, and I didn't really pay attention to what I was ordering. I hadn't been crocheting long enough to know like about the different types of yarn out there, so I found all the colors I wanted and I ordered it, not realizing it was a cotton acrylic blend. But honestly, it's really heavy, but it is everybody's favorite blanket in the house, so guess it really doesn't matter. The only thing I wish is with the colors, they didn't have an orange. So I have a yellow and like this mustardy yellow color too. That was the closest I could find to orange because it was supposed to be the colors of the rainbow. So for red, I went with pink because that's what they had. That should have been orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So there's that one. I keep burying my cat. He is curled up in all of the blankets. And then I have 2 more to show. Both of these are hooked on sunshine patterns. Let me look at them to figure out which one's which. This one is the Liliana. I'm missing one. I'll have to show it in another video. I have 3 finished hooked on sunshine blankets. I absolutely love the hooked on sunshine blankets. I've made 4 so far. One of them was a present for somebody else. I have 3 of them in my house, and I actually have 2 that I have started, but they're kind of like UFOs at this point, unfinished objects, because I haven't worked on them at all. But this is actually the last one I made is Liliana. There's Liliana. I love this one. Showing you the best I can. All of the ones I've made so far, I have made with Lion Brand mandalas or mandalas, however you want to say it. This one is in the colorway Acre Woods, so it is one of the baby mandalas. And I really like this one because it starts as a circle, and then you gradually, like once you get past the circle part, you make it into a square. And what I really like about the patterns that Vanessa at Hooked on Sunshine makes is you can really make them any, any size you want. I think this is 6 cakes of yarn. It's either 5 or 6, and I got to the point where it was big enough to cover me, and that's what I wanted it for, and I was on the last cake. So I kind of just ended it with this. This is not the end of the pattern, but it worked out to where I was happy with it. So there is Liliana. And then the last one I have out here is a 4, which is another Hooked on Sunshine pattern. The name of it is 4, F-O-R. I've made 2 of these ones. One of them, again, was a gift for a friend of mine, and that was when the pattern first came out. So it was free at the time. They are paid for patterns now, and I think I used like 11 to 13 cakes on the very first one I made with the size hook I used. This one that I made for myself, oh, and that one is absolutely huge, the one I gave for a friend. It's like double the size of this one. But this one that I made for myself, I actually upped the hook size. So the original hook size I used was a G+, so a 7. And then with this one, I used an I. So I think I only went through 5 cakes with it. But again, it's about the same size as the Liliana, if not a little bit bigger. And it covers me up, and that's all I wanted. So here is 4. And again, this is not the full pattern. I just got to a point where I felt comfortable stopping. I thought that looked pretty good. There's the center of it, and then down to the other side. And this is made with Sprite. This colorway is really hard to find. I've never been to a store that actually sells it. It's always, sorry, it's always sold out on the website, but I was able to get 6 at Hirschner's, and it ended up being the perfect size. Again, I only used 5. I wanted the last one to make something else with, so I still have one more, but this is probably one of my favorite colorways of the mandalas. I really like Acre Woods, which is the one Liliana is made out of, and I love Sprite. Also really love Nifflers, which I have a Hooked on Sunshine blanket made out of Nifflers, but it was not in my closet, so I don't know where it is. And that one is the Phoenix pattern. So if you're familiar with Hooked on Sunshine patterns, I do have a finished one of Phoenix made in the Nifflers colorway, and if I can find it, I'll show it in a different video. So those are like my 3 favorite colorways, and I really love Meowth. That is the bonus bundle. I have some of those. I just haven't made anything with them yet. So again, that is my 4, and now my son is laying on them, and I can't grab it. There we go. So that is all the finished blankets I have with me. I have probably 3 or 4 more around the house that I could show. But those were all together in my closet, so I figured I'd just grab them and show them, since I did promise to get a video up of some of them this week. Again, I will link everything down below for the patterns. And thank you all for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing. I really appreciate all the support I've been given. If everybody can head over to Nova's Gnome Creation, it is her 500 subscriber giveaway happening right now. So if everybody can go show her some love, that would be awesome. She is an amazing person. She has a great channel. So if you guys can go give her some love, get her past that 500 mark, which she already is. But if she can get even more, that'd be awesome. So thank you all for liking, subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.